Hi there everyone, it's Skip and Kristine Lackey. We were just taking a little walk near a lake around our house, and as we were walking, Chris was sharing something that I think is very powerful about the upcoming Stop the Food Fight workshops that we have coming up in February and March. And she was talking about how journey work and the essence of what we're teaching during these workshops has really impacted her life. And I thought it would be really powerful if we just took a moment to really just hear her share how this work has changed who she is, because she's had issues with food in the past. So I'm going to just pull this around and just really bring it into Chris. So Chris, can you share what we were just talking about?
Yeah, it's really interesting. There's so much going on in this world right now, and there's so many of us that are overwhelmed by stress and changes in life, and what do we do with it and what we don't do with it. And there are so many different ways that we get distracted, and one of the number one ways is food. And I think that it's a tough one, because it's one thing that we can't get away from. We all have to eat, and we get caught up in, what am I supposed to eat? What shouldn't I eat? Am I eating the right things? If I sit down and eat this sandwich and fries, is the person sitting next to me going to be questioning, like looking at me going, why isn't she eating the salad? Because she needs to be eating the salad and not the fries. It's a big one. So we get caught up in the obsessive thoughts about it. Then some of us, like me, it gets a little out of hand, because there was a time period there for, I'd say, good 15 years of my life that there was obsessive thoughts, then it turned into anorexia, then it turned into overeating, and then it was bulimia. And the bulimia really spun me out to a point that I was hospitalized for almost 2 months. And I was in an institution where I had to really look at what was going on, and they gave me great tools. The only problem is the tools that they gave me primarily were how to control my out of control behaviors. So I was then able to be out of control when I wanted to be. So did it help me? It helped me because I wasn't flat on my face all the time, but I was still obsessing about everything that I was doing. Then I continued to look at, well, how do I get rid of these behaviors? And it wasn't really until I started doing the journey and learning those tools and implementing them, and a bit into doing the work and making it more of a process for me, a practice for me. I woke up one day and I actually turned to Skip and I said, oh my God, where did it go? And he was like, well, what are you talking about? I said, I don't get it. Where did it go? And he's like, Chris, what are you talking about? I said, you don't live in this world that I live in, and you couldn't possibly know what it feels like. But for me, I live in a place where food takes up so much of my time and my awareness and my attention that it's robbed me of relationships and robbed me from places I wanted to go, and it's not here. Like, I haven't thought about it. And that old addictive behavior, the bulimia and stuff, it would hit me every now and then, and all of a sudden I was like, where did that go? And it was as if me looking at the emotional components, the core that was really fixation, that was really driving me, that the behavior left me. It just left me. I didn't have to work as hard as I was all those years in counseling and trying to control the uncontrollable behavior. It just left me. And I sat with that and I said, well, what else in my life has changed? And interestingly enough, my metabolism changed. I was eating whatever I wanted to eat. I was eating healthier because it was almost like my body wanted to eat healthier. And it also was going, hey, cool, I'm going to eat some ice cream too and feel pretty good about it. And I cherish those moments. For me, where I am right now and where we are, I believe, in our company and our business is really, we want people to have the same kind of opportunity to live a life of freedom. And the Stop the Food Fight program is one that really offers a tremendous amount of that. For those of us that struggle with food, whether it's the obsessive, whether it's the addictive issues like I shared, or the new one is orthorexia. And that's for those of us who are so focused on eating healthy and I have to eat the right way and eat the right thing. That's now turning into its own disorder. So for all of us, what we have is the opportunity to stop and use food as a focal point to look at fixation and issues that might be holding us back. And I really hope you can join us at this event, because it has proven to be one of the most deep, effective works that we've done, and it can help you look at food and issues with alcohol. Alcohol's a big one, and I've also found that when we use food as a doorway into what's underneath it, it just helps us focus in, and you'll find that you'll get to the core of a lot of other stuff. So we're offering it in Ottawa
and Saskatoon, and it's coming up real soon. So, we're going to continue our walk. I hope that what Kristine was
Hey,
talking
one other
about.
thing too,
Oh, yeah,
if you have any questions about it, I'm answering the phones at the office. If you go to our website, evolutionunlimited.com, you can get all of our contact information there. I'm happy to talk to you about it, answer any questions. I've been there, I know how it feels, and we welcome everything.
yeah. There's no question that's ridiculous.
No.
If you're thinking about it and you have some questions about specifically what we're going to be sharing and teaching, please give us a call, send us an email, go to the website evolutionunlimited.com. That's where the information is. There's a page that's got some of the benefits and things that you can get out of it. And we hope to see you there. This is going to be an incredible 2 weekends that we're offering. So until then, be well and happy February.
Happy February.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.